what's up guys, it's me, it's Action Figure Freak once again, and for this week we got the Captain Marvel versus Dr. Doom 2-pack. I've been just looking forward to buy this because first up, as you can see on the accessories, we got the mask that you can put off, and it's a Dr. Doom that looks pretty classic comic without a rope. And the rope takes a lot of movability away with the Marvel Legends because there's nothing cloth. So yeah, let's just see if this figure works out well, and yeah, let's just dive right into this. Okay, and here we get the 360 first look of the figures. On the Dr. Doom side, we get 2 interchangeable hands, 2 opens, and 2 fists. And for the Captain Marvel figure, we also get 2 fists and 2 open hands. And for the Dr. Doom, we also got some headgear. We got a loose mask, his face without the mask and without the hood, and the hood folded down. So that's pretty awesome for the first part. Okay, here we got a short 360 of her again. So on this figure I can't really say too much because first up, I haven't seen her in the comics now. I'm pretty new to the comics still. She's written there as Captain Marvel, but I've heard she's known as Monica Rambeau from, I think, the WandaVision series, I don't know, or even someone else, so please don't roast me for this. So there's the issue that Hasbro just pulls a lot of accessories to one figure, so I can talk about one figure, and on the other they just pull some hands in there. So yeah, that's the other thing. So let's see here. What do we have here? First up, the face skin doesn't look too bad. As you can see, no real painting issues on there. The mold for the afro is really awesome. I love how it's detailed. It looks really good. And yeah, so to the face, that's that. We got, as you can probably see in there, yeah, the normal head joint. Because of the hair, it's a little bit hard to move, because if I pull the head down, you can't really see how there's the neck chunk in the hair. So yeah, back isn't that good possible. We got no ball joints on the shoulders. We got those normal female articulation parts. I don't know which kind of plastic they used on this figure, but all feels, how should I say that? Really dried out, sanded. It's a real weird feeling, mostly on the upper body. On the lower body, not. I don't know why, but probably that, yeah, ceramide white or whatever it's called. It's a really good white tone, but it feels a little weird. So yeah, here we got those arms. One jointed, rotatable elbow joints here. Then we got horizontal hinges on the hands as well as on the fists. Like here, come on, can you see it? Yeah, kinda. So it's also horizontal, why shouldn't it? Then we have here the upper body rotation, which I think is really awesome what they've did with those pieces here. It's almost the same system they did on the Falcon figure. That's really good. So you can even pull it up there for scenes like this. I think it looks way better if she's going into a rising pose when she's flying or anything like that. So you can switch that around, and it's a little bit bendable, so it will always get into the right position. We got a normal leg articulation. We got those swivels here. We got double jointed pinless knees, which is really good, and they aren't too stiff, but they're, as you can see, working pretty good. We got no swivels down here in the boots, swivels on the shoes, and we also got vertical hinges here. So here we get another pose of Captain Marvel, and from a rating 1 to 10 of this figure, I gotta say it's a solid, let me say 7, because it's a real good looking figure, but it took me a real long while to get it in this position just because of the shoes. It's really hard to stand here like this. It hasn't that much detail, but the parts where you can put detail Hasbro really didn't miss. And at least she got some interchangeable hands. We had enough double packs where one figure has like non-accessories, like I think on the Storm double pack that I reviewed before a while, we haven't had even interchangeable hands for another figure. So yeah, that's pretty good, and straight 7, or I would even say 7.5. But let's move on to the Dr. Doom. Okay, and here we get Victor Von Doom in the single spotlight here. And I really gotta say, this figure is one of the best I've ever opened. It looks really good. It has a few bad points, but really not that much. So let's just take a closer look to this. But first, let's take a look at the articulation. We got the normal head joint, a ball up there, and a vertical joint right here. By the way, this joint was stiff as hell. I couldn't really move it a single bit. We got ball joints here on the shoulders. They moving pretty good. As you can see, they have a little bit of stiffness, but I wouldn't call it stiff. It's really just moving the right way. You don't have to use that much force on it, and it goes really good into place. Only issue here, this is on a lot of Marvel Legends figures lately. Let's put the light differently. There, you can see this. We have always a little gap here, and if you pull the arm up, it will always be right in here. So if you're not paying attention enough, pulling it up, it could rip, it could hurt the figure a lot. So that's one of those things you have to watch closely a little bit, because this can go really bad. We also get double jointed elbows. I don't know why they are pinned and the others are pinless, but yeah. Then we got here the body crunch, the ab crunch. Swivels here on the hips, swivels on the legs, double jointed knees, also pinned. I don't know, Captain Marvel is a way thinner and smaller figure, and even she got pinless knees, but whatever. Got swivels down here on the shin, swivels on the feet, and vertical hinges on the feet too. Try some mix and match to see how good it works with this figure. Here's the hood and the head. Let's detach this and pull on the normal hooded Doom face. And let's just also switch that fist back to a hand, like this. So let's talk about some detail of this figure. First up, this figure really moves perfectly. I haven't had a figure in a while that moved like butter, so that's really good, and it doesn't feel like loosening up that fast, so it's really just working out pretty good for me. The other thing is the colors. I think the movability is a little bit hanging together with the paint that is used. Let's fix the light again a little bit. Here we got that metallic green. It looks way better in real life. But this is just beautiful. I really love the tone of this green here. And we also got that silver whatever. It's a way different paint than they use normally. Because when you see on the Colossus Legends figure, they have some way different metallic paint. The paint they normally use, and I don't know, it's not movable. This is like butter, so that's really, really awesome. So here we get some of the different poses that is possible with that Dr. Doom. Another thing that I really gotta say is perfect on this figure, those lineups. So as you can kind of see on that box, I didn't want to believe it. There are those lines all over his body, and they really used a dark brush, or not brush, a dark wash. Not on the back side, unfortunately. So if you look like here, there are some lines featured but not filled. But on the front, which is the important side, thought I had to use those Gundam pencils, but no, it's really perfectly working. Oh, come on, it's falling down. Thing that I thought is fun, it doesn't have to do anything with the figure, but the second mask can actually fit in here. So you slide it into here like this, press it down, and then on the eye holes can rearrange it a little bit. And as you can see, it's actually working. Let's do the camera light too. There you can see the eyes are fully looking through. It's still the face in there. It's just way fatter. So that's the only difference. It's a way thicker and fatter face, but you can easily remove it. It won't change anything, and this is soft plastic, so that's the other part on this. Okay, and here is the last setup of a fight scene. To give this whole set a rating from 1 to 10 is a little bit difficult, because I think probably it should cost about, I think, $60. The thing is, I'm in Europe, so it would be 60 euros normally. I got it for 40. 40 is an awesome price for this. I didn't knew the Captain Marvel figure was looking that good. But I just wanted it for the Dr. Doom, as well as most of the guys bought the Doc Ock and Aunt May pack, mostly for the Doc Ock, as well as Green Goblin with, Mary Jane, just for the Green Goblin. So for $40, this is an absolute banger. I would give this a 10 out of 10. For $60, it's a good 8 out of 10. The only issue is simply they could have done some effect pieces. First up for Captain Marvel, oh yeah, Spectrum. I think Spectrum was she called. There would be some good accessories that you could put in there for effects, and mostly for the Dr. Doom, but they didn't. And $60 is a really, really big price. But all in all, I would give it a 8 out of 10. It's a pretty good pack, and the Dr. Doom is really a masterpiece. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I see you next week on whatever I'm doing. Goodbye for now, and we'll see you later.